Hello and welcome to I'm Simply One Hell of a Panda. To start off, I will be talking about how this video will be. First, I will be discussing the 3 volumes of the Black Butler manga I have. Then I will be discussing the 3 seasons that I have. After that, I will be discussing Book of Murder and Book of Atlantic. After that, I will be discussing the rest of the manga up until chapter 193. But obviously, as it usually goes, this one will pop out of nowhere first. So this is Undertaker. This is the first ever pop figure I got, so my number 1. You can move a little bit. No bobblehead, love it. Though as you can see all the shine, it makes it quite easy for dust to get stuck to basically the top, which is the same as the Nezuko one. But yeah. I really like Undertaker. So, yeah, I don't think you can buy these anymore, but, you know, number 1 is always special. I mean, I'm not gonna speak more about it. You guys don't seem to be enjoying pop figures that much. Regarding my forehead. So, something you guys still know about me is that I believe in ghosts. And in this apartment, the building where I live, I believe that I have a ghost cat running around in my room. And because I probably scared it yesterday, or at least someone in the apartment scared it, it took out its anger on me during the night. So I don't actually know what happened, but that's my theory. But yeah, let's move on to Bassie. So yeah, obviously I really like the manga. Yeah, I'm just looking through. So this is just to get to know Sebastian and Ciel a little bit. I mean, it's quite okay, but kind of boring that you don't get to know about the servants that much, just that they're side characters. Second one, enjoy that so much more. Though I do prefer the later style that is used. So this one is about Jack the Ripper. And obviously, as you guys might know, this is during the late 1800s. So obviously they take in a bunch of inspiration from the Victorian era in England, since that's where it's supposed to be. And the last one I have, that pose though, and this one. Yes, this one is more about Jack the Ripper, and you go into the whole Madame Red thing. You do get a better appearance of Undertaker than the first show. Obviously this is only the beginning, but I think that for, spoiler alert things, I will start off with the easy ones. So yeah, let's start off with season 1. So this one covers all of the 3 volumes I have. It also covers more where you get Prince Soma, I think. And you start to get sort of an ending, and they could have gone with just this, even though there are more. But yeah, I really like the humor that they got. Though I do prefer the manga because it's the old school manga, so they haven't translated like noises and such that they write in, so that's actually like Japanese. For trailer and more info, scan this. I don't even know if you could scan it, but okay. So, Season 2. Now this is a bit controversial, I should say. If you guys didn't know, first of all of these are DVD and not Blu-ray, even though I prefer Blu-ray. But Black Butler was supposed to be a yaoi, which they later changed. And the second season is not part of the manga. It is simply something that the animation studio and Sony thought, yes, let's go. So here we have a bastard named Alois. He is probably the worst person I have ever seen in this whole Black Butler thing. I really hate him. Maybe because he's a bit too sexual as a person for my taste. But yeah, here we have something that's not supposed to be, so you get a bit of weird things, you know, like here we have Ciel, and all of a sudden he lost his soul, and then we have other demons, and yeah, just a bunch of weird stuff. Though it also has the OVA, and I love Alice in Wonderland OVA, like, yes. That is my favorite because I am a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. Like, if anyone wants to send me something, please send me anything with that. But yeah, I do find it interesting to add the whole... It feels a bit of like Easter egg to the whole yaoi thing because this goes a bit more hinting than the others. But then we have my favorite one out of all of the seasons, all the movies, all that. Black Butler Book of Circus. So this one, I love the design. You can see some of the designs here on the front. I like most of the extra characters added. You really get like input into the servants, like what's their deal, why are they there, what are their special quirky things. So yeah, Snake, my boy, he needs to be protected. Joker needed a better life. And I super ship Doll and Ciel. Like, But yeah, you definitely need to watch at least the first season to get anything in this. But if I have to pick one, please make sure you watch this. It's amazing. It's heartwarming. I'm crying. You can't see it, but I'm crying inside. So, yeah. I just love it. Like, this is my favorite one. So here we have a bit more with the Reapers, which appear in Season 1 and I believe a little bit in Season 2. I'm unsure about Season 2. Well, at least one of them shows up, you know, Grell. But I have to say, Um, Grell is very special because earlier, before like it was more accepted with LGBTQ, people always joke about, oh, Grell think he's a woman. So that also shows that nowadays, instead of like we have boy, we have girl, and we have boy, girl, and Grell. Now it's like, well, she is a woman, like she's trans. Who cares? So it does show like a bit of the older, like jokingly be like, oh well, this man think he's a woman, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, you have to be mature when watching it. I mean, it's 15 plus, so yeah. But you have to understand that these jokes were not made for the open times we have now, but they have gotten better with the manga. Because I will now be discussing the manga further beyond this. Because Book of Murder and Book of Atlantic are part of the manga. So if you haven't watched those, well, obviously spoiler alert. But yeah, Book of Murder. Well, if I had it, I would probably have put it in my Sherlock Holmes collection. That video, because it is inspired by Sherlock Holmes, and I just realized that the Sherlock Holmes and Adventure of the Speckled Banner is part of one thing that happens there. Because they discuss like someone dying without it being the room or door being open, which we also see in the Sherlock Holmes TV series. But the Speckled Banner, the like bad guy, the murderer, is just a snake, which is also in Book of Murder. By the way, my boy Snake, he got adopted, so now he's part of the gang. So yeah, like it's a bit of hint towards Sherlock Holmes, and you have the author. I do not remember what his name was. Sorry. But either way, the guy that wrote Sherlock Holmes was actually part of their whole situation fiasco thing where it's all connected to Sherlock Holmes, so that's kind of nice. Book of Atlantic. You really get a new view when it comes to Elizabeth. She's actually highly badass. And I felt like, oh, damn, I need to respect her more. Because I can't respect a character that's only like, oh my god, I'm so girly, sparkle, sparkle, sunshine. But obviously, she just wanted to be super feminine for CL, so she's actually quite nice. Though, I mean, it's just a movie, so it's not that much happening. But obviously they have zombies. And with the zombies you have Undertaker behind it. Which will come back later on when I discuss the manga. But that's when I start to be a little bit like, Though you do get to see how hot he is actually. Well, good looking. So that's good, you know, that's very pleasing for the eyes. But you start to really realize that he doesn't care, he's done with everything, so he does what he wants to, even though it's bad. And personally, I'm more gray when it comes to morals. I'm not like super good, but I'm not like, I'm neither a villain or a hero, I'm an anti-hero, okay? But what Undertaker is doing is not really up my alley. So, now I will start with the manga. So if you have only watched or not read all of the manga, hope I see you in the next video or another video. And, well, you can pause anytime you like if you feel like, oh, now I've heard enough of what I have read. But, yeah, let's go. We have the school. Remember, guys, from now on it's only my memory. And I haven't read it in quite a while. But I will take the parts I remember. So we have the school, where Sebastian is undercover teacher and Ciel is part of the students. And, well, if you like the look Sebastian has here, you will definitely like him as a teacher. Like, oh. But I do like that, like, era, whatever. I like that part because Ciel did seem like he got a few friends, like actual friends, and I'm not that different from Ciel, so nice. So when they were done with the school, which was a bit questionable, and of course Undertaker was the bad guy again, we also have when they become pop stars. So I hope I will include a picture now. And we have Prince Soma, we have Sebastian, and we have a few others. And I have to say they look really good. But yeah, it was very interesting because you do get that futuristic fakeness of it. Like, obviously it's about a demon, so it is a bit fake, but yeah, I also know that they had like a flip phone or something in the first volume. So yeah, that's something. But yeah, like you get the modern music, modern style, more rock pop thing. And it was quite fun seeing them just trying to be like pop stars. Yeah, after that we move on to when he gets to meet the witch. So this witch, I believe, was around Ciel's age. And it was quite funny. Because when they met her, she thought they would be intimate, embrace each other. And she was down to have both Sebastian and Ciel. And she did touch Ciel's private parts to try and get something going, and he was traumatized for the rest of his life, I think. Though with this part, you do start to get some questionable choices and time errors. Because I remember distinctly that with this, they had a tank. Like, a military tank. Which I'm pretty sure did not exist in the late 1800s. But I mean, I don't remember, they maybe had machine guns as well. Like, I don't know, I don't care, whatever. Either way, a bit too early for everything. Especially with the fact that they were like Germans, and I'm like, pretty sure Germany and England didn't really have that much against each other during that time. And they also had mustard gas. So I actually, thanks to Ciel being part of it, he got sprayed with mustard gas. I got to see how it actually looks on people. And goddamn, I'm so happy we're not using it. And after that, we now come to the biggest spoiler ever. Ciel isn't actually Ciel, he is a twin. And his twin was Ciel. So we have Ciel and Ciel 2.0, which is the Ciel in the series. So with Book of Atlantic, Undertaker made some zombies, you know, bad choice, but that was just to see how he would be able to revive the actual Ciel. So in the end he succeeded, so the real Ciel came back, which obviously was a huge thing. Everyone got really confused. I don't remember if we know anything about Elizabeth yet, or if she's just like trying to stay out of the way. But after him coming back, we do get a bit of time skip, and Ciel 2.0, Sebastian, their friends, and all the servants are basically on the run. So they go undercover for different things. So we have Finny and... which one was it? I think it was Finn and Snake that went undercover at an orphanage. We have Lau and the cook. And I don't remember Mayrin if we have seen her yet. Either way, Sebastian dress up in Chinese, Vietnamese, Asian type style. Yeah. And some of you might remember that I talked earlier about shipping Ciel and Doll. Well, if you have seen it, you know that Doll dies. Well, in the latest chapter of 193, she comes out alive at the orphanage where Finny and Snake is going undercover for Ciel to try and... because they go undercover to like fix some things for the queen or something. So Doll is back. And I'm super shipping her and Ciel. Like, they definitely had a thing going. I don't care what anyone else says. And obviously, throughout this whole series, this whole manga, everything, Tanaka is the number one MVP. He has to be your favorite character, otherwise we can't be friends. So yeah, that was me discussing, somewhat reviewing Black Butler, Kuroshitsuji, and I hope, for the love of God, and Sebastian, and Tanaka, that Doll and Ciel will end up together. Peace.